Hello yoga family, hello yoga community. Welcome back to my channel, the best place to practice yoga for both on and off your mat and for your body, mind, and soul. This is a class to calm a busy, distracted, hyperactive mind. I am filming it midday. I've already had 2 meetings before this class and I've got another meeting after that. And of course, a slew of other things that I am responsible for, right? Both on and off my mat, both personally and professionally. And so I can feel myself starting to spin. And so this is a great class to come to midday, or if you know you've got a super loaded day of responsibilities ahead, this can also be a great class, or it could be great in the evening when you need to wind down. Essentially, it's for all of us at any time because so often we are experiencing the effects of a busy mind. Now, I am going to recommend that you have a bolster or blocks or some type of substitute for this practice. And lastly, we're going to open with a breath technique called Bastrika. I would love for you to pause this video and look in the description below if it is contraindicated for you, meaning you won't do it. You'll sit here and breathe naturally and normally for this opening part of the class. Okay, so coming to an upright seated posture, please. Roots down, crown lifted, lengthen through the side body. Bring that busy mind with you. We are going to soothe, nurture, and calm ourselves back into center where we can focus and practice discernment, experience clarity with whatever we're choosing, with wherever we're directing our energy. Roots down, crown lifted. Start to shape that breath, please. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Transition from whatever it is you were just doing. Last centering breath, please. You'll continue to sit here and breathe naturally and normally, inhaling and exhaling through the nose if Bastrika is contraindicated for you. Otherwise, open your eyes, bring your hands into fists, elbows in close to the body. On the inhale, you'll extend the fingers high. On the exhale, the hands will come back, the elbows will come back down by your ribs, hands into fists. So inhale, fingers extend, exhale, hands into fists, elbows down by the rib cage. Now, this is an equal inhale and exhale through the nostrils where we are filling the belly and the lungs and emptying the belly and the lungs. It's active, it's rapid. We'll do 3 sets of 10 with a centering breath in between each set. All right. If you're new to it, you can simply watch and then join in when you feel ready. Eyes can be closed down or softly gazing ahead. Exhale completely to begin. Pause, centering breath. Begin again. Centering breath. Last time. Pause, centering breath, hands to thighs. Bastrika can be used in the morning when you have an intense day ahead, when you need to clear the fog from the night before. It can be used midday or anytime you need to clear the mental, emotional, physical field and return back to your center. Hands into prayer. All of us, please inhale, bring the fingertips high. Exhale, twist to the right, right hand back, left hand across the body. Inhale back through center. Exhale over to the right. Move like this. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, twist. One more time each side. Exhale. Pause here, another breath. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the left. Pause for a breath. Pause for another breath. Back through center. And hands down through prayer. Let's open with an Om together. Big inhale to prepare. Reset breath. And meet me in tabletop pose. Already feeling a sense of clarity myself. Go through 3 rounds of cat-cow, please. Last 2. Last 1. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, thread it through, right shoulder, right ear, coming down to the mat. Thread the needle. Send the left hip back in space, please. Lengthen from that left hip all the way out through the left fingertips as you extend the fingers towards the top of the mat. 3 breaths here. Each breath returning you to your center, to a point of clarity and discernment, to a point where your higher intellect can help you make decisions. Last inhale. Invitation to sigh. Slide that left hand back. Press firmly into the left palm as you unwind. Reach the right arm high. Right hand down, left arm high this time. And wind it through. Right fingertips extend towards the top of the mat now and send the right hip back in space. 3 breaths here. Slide right hand back, press firmly into the mat, unwind, reach the left fingertips high. Place that hand down. Find a bolster, please. You can also set up 2 blocks on their lowest setting, parallel to one another so that the forearms can rest. Outer edge of the right hip is meeting the bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you're going to prop yourself up here. Stagger your legs, turn towards your prop. You can also come straight down to your forearms if you don't have a prop. Inhale to lengthen up through the torso. Exhale to fold over the bolster. Invitation to lie all the way down, bringing right ear to the bolster if you've got it. Otherwise, we're on forearms, and forearms can be on blocks or all the way down onto the earth plane. You choose. We'll be here for a whole minute together. Keep the breath alive, keep it active. Let each breath nourish and strengthen your inner power. Imagining this glowing flame at your navel center, your power source, where we take imperfect action, and with each imperfect action that we take, we gain progress, we build momentum, we believe in our potential. We reconnect with our worthiness when that happens. But the flame has to be sustained, right? Neither underpowered or bursting into flames, overheating. Always doing our best to maintain the steadiness. Last breath here. Invitation to sigh. Use your hands to lift the torso and bring the hands behind you wherever you are. It doesn't matter. Windshield wipe the legs from side to side. And then setting up for the opposite. You could simply turn to the opposite side. Switch your legs. I'm turning so that I can face you. Left hip now is facing towards your prop. Inhale to lengthen up through the sternum. And then exhale to twist and make your way down, either onto forearms, or you could lay left ear all the way down onto the bolster if you're working with one. A whole minute here. Awareness at the navel region, nourishing and sustaining and strengthening that internal flame, the power source that helps us maintain steadiness and focus. It's so interesting how our mindset leads us to believe that the more we do, the easier it will be to focus and to complete tasks and projects and make progress towards our goals and dreams, when in reality, the more we can build in pauses throughout our day, things like this class, simple breath techniques, going outside for a quick walk, really anything that nourishes your state of being, nourishes, sustains, and strengthens your state of being is only going to help us be more productive, focus on the task at hand, so that we can then enjoy our lives, have fun, be with our family, right? Like I want to just squish my daughter all the time and I have to complete my tasks so I can afford our nanny, right? So I find that the more I push myself to do things, the less I'm actually able to make progress and reach completion. And when I operate from this place of worthiness and that I matter, I'm actually able to complete things faster and with much more intellect and intuition and creativity leading the way. Last full breath here. Slowly rising up and thanking yourself for choosing this practice. Windshield wipe those legs, please. And you'll meet me in bridge pose on the earth plane with the bolster or a block underneath your sacrum. And if you don't have one, you'll simply take your feet as wide as the mat and let your knees knock in together. If you do have the bolster or the block, it's on the lowest setting. Block, it could be on a medium setting, and it is simply resting on the sacrum. Here we go. Making any adjustments. You want to feel as though your lumbar spine is draping down towards the mat and you're actually tractioning your tailbone towards your heels if you're using a prop. If the feet are wide as the yoga mat and the knees are knocking in towards one another, you want to feel a spreading of the lumbar spine across the earth plane here. Hands can rest at the navel center, on the low belly, maybe one hand on the heart, or palms up towards the ceiling. And we'll be here for about 2 minutes. Steady inhalation and exhalation, originating from the navel center. Imagining that flame rippling outward, growing stronger on the inhale, and that flame rippling back towards the navel region and growing brighter on the exhale. Inhale, power ripples out, flame strengthens. Exhale, energy draws back towards the midline. Your power center brightens. Inhale, feel that energy ripple to the edge of your being, edge of the body, strengthening your ability to care for yourself. Exhale, the breath travels back towards the midline, sustaining your ability to keep going. If you're here and you're needing to calm a busy mind, I'm going to assume that you have tasks and projects and goals and dreams just like me that you're wanting to take imperfect action towards. And so therefore, we often need our flame to be tended so we don't overheat. Last 30 seconds, please savor them. Collective inhale. Heavy sigh. And then very slowly roll onto your belly for a prone shavasana. You can keep the bolster under you. If you have a block, remove it out from underneath you. The bolster will simply go across the pelvic region, extend the legs behind you, and then you'll stack both hands and rest the forehead atop them. And as you lay here in this prone shavasana, which I find incredibly relieving, especially if you suffer from any kind of sciatica or piriformis discomfort or sitting in a chair, I find prone shavasana so comfortable. And as you lay here with eyes closed, softly breathing, I'd love to read us a prayer for honoring anxiety by 𝗶𝗁𝗄𝗃 𝐻𝗨. And simply breathe as I read you this prayer and you receive these words. Thank you for this remarkable day of breathing air through it. Thank you for the tension that I may learn from it by noticing how my body reacts and responds. Help me make the courageous choice to move my body in ways that alleviate the physical struggle of losing my breath. Take the fight and flight out of me with your comforting, nurturing voice. Help me know the difference between my perception of threat and the actual thing. Remove me gently from situations, schedules, and scenarios that cause tightness in my chest and lumps in my throat. Help me regroup and return to try again. Ease my discomfort with tools that work. Elevate my feet for blood flow, which supports circulation through my heart. Prompt me to step away from triggersome moments so I can attend them with confidence. Help me to be responsible for the debilitating whirl that causes me to lose focus. Help me to diffuse the energy of worry that lodges in my system. Move my feet toward nature where I can find my holy ground again. Place me in the current, which carries me softly forward and reminds me not to wear myself out swimming against it. Help me break it down, trace it back, and discover new ways to cope. When it seems like everyone around me has it together, emphasize that I am not alone in my battle. Give me compassion for others who nervously retreat and offer them understanding. Calm the butterflies that swarm my gut when I am apprehensive. Help me recognize when the panic is creeping in. Encourage me to trust that I can speak the simplest words about what is happening and be effective. When dread takes over, quiet my doubts, which intimidate and cripple me. Keep me in my body as I pass through the bottleneck. Put the healers on my path who can help me learn that I will be okay. Put a balm of higher wisdom on my delicate heart when the familiar restlessness tries to steer the ship. A prayer for honoring anxiety by 𝗪𝗂 Lighthorse. Take a deep breath in that prone Shavasana. Inhale, fill the whole body. Exhale, sigh. Slowly make your way up to a seated posture with me. Once you arrive, sweep your arms out to the sides. Gather up this clarity, this focus, this ability to maintain center. Once again, bring the hands down through heart center. Borders of the thumb connect into the sternum. Inhale for Om. Drawing the corners of your mouth up, thanking yourself for showing up, slowly opening your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me on my mat. I resisted getting on it. I was thinking of all the things I could do but it. However, I'm in a short window. Baby's at the park with nanny. I need to be on my mat. I'm in between meetings. I recognize and respect that you also have a schedule that's full of to-dos and responsibilities. And so thank you. Thank you for taking the time to share it with me. And most importantly, thank yourself for showing up and caring for your body, mind, and soul. I know choosing a class like this and not a strong vinyasa practice goes against the grain of what we have been conditioned to think yoga is. And so this is yoga, right? This is yoga, and so is much more. But this is yoga, right? Caring for yourself. Now, hey, if you like my style of teaching, my approach to the practice, definitely get my yoga reset guides in the description below. It is a 7-step journey through the chakra system to recenter your body, mind, and soul. You will learn, you will grow, and most importantly, you will care for yourself, body, mind, and soul. Again, that's in the description below. And then meet me back here so we can continue practicing yoga holistically together.